both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline.
Yo, if you rock with me like really though, I mean really bro, you gotta leave a like on the video. It help us really grow. Calm down. Y'all here, bro.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking,
Definitely
but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of it, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now look at Memphis's starting group.
Especially when especially the people that take the time to watch my full games. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see that guy right there, number 25 right there. Didn't know you gonna surprise right here. This might be 2K, but we do it live here. Swing. But you know I'm gonna encounter the hate and it's all fine because they want me to lie and say we're not the greatest of all time, which will never happen. But you know I'm about these views, so salute to each and every one of y'all. That wouldn't be ish without you dudes. Let's get this work. Oh no stretch did? Yeah, I think they let him shoot. Oh, Luka hurt?
Down low.
Oh, Luka.
And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Jordy with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Jordy. Pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Irving for 3. And it's Fox with the rebound. That was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to the Thunder.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Lively a screen on Bridges. Irving from long range. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. Lively, that's good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the play.
Here's Morant. And he just worked New York in that last game.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Jordy the pass to DeRozan. Hangs it from downtown.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Irving. Over Hero, and it's Dallas with another.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
Clark has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. I played against Isaiah Thomas, read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards, but man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season, and a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9", and 7-foot guys. Special.
And great at the time Kyrie joined Dallas. There were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now we're trying to build around those two guys.
Here's Medu. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Lively finds DeRozan, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tyler Hero picks one up. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
D he's faced with. He averages about 31.5 points a game.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And so here is Dallas. Grizzlies making the shot. Idly the pass to Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Bridges shot. Good.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Mavericks trail by 4. Doherty outside. Lively with the screen. Pass to Medu. And here is Irving. Lively sends a screen for Irving. 11 feet away. Lively, that's good. Lively's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Fox a screen on Doherty. Morant bets for 2. Up again. It's good on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Irving. 17 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Lively a screen on Hero. Here's DeRozan. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
You know, in these particular plays, guys, DeRozan really excellent at taking what he sees in these situations.
Fox a screen on DeRozan. Bridges inside the three-point line. And it's Fox with the jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from Fox. An offensive rebound, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. You take a look at Fox, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Mann's checked in for Dallas. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Irving.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Irving against Hero. Over Irving. Hero, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Doherty outside. Pass to Irving from outside the arc. And it's Fox with the rebound. Fox has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The Mavericks pull it in. This time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Irving with a clean hook gets the three-pointer to Fox. Irving's got 7.
Not just range, but confidence, too. Irving can capitalize from way downtown.
Now here's Morant from past the arc. Hangs on the trifecta. He has 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Doherty trailing by 4. Dallas moving the ball around. Irving against Bridges. Puts it up from 15. No good from Irving.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky right there for the beat.
Offensive rebound. Fox out to Morant. Shoots over Doherty. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Fox. Now it's a 6-point Memphis lead. Bridges against Irving. Doherty outside. Here's Meadow. Thing on the board. Outside Irving. On deep. Bridges with some nice defense.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Such a crafty guard. I love whenever Hero creates for himself with his hand.
Irving kicks to Doherty. Irving against Bridges. Irving passes to Morant. Finally a screen on Hero. At the run. And it's Lively laying it in. Lively's got 6. Memphis leading by 6. And here's Morant. He has 7. Here's Fox. Fox with the jam.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Now here's Doherty. Pass to Irving. Lively sets a screen for Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Bridges. And it's Irving missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
What an avalanche!
He's incredible. He just keeps raising his level night in and night out.
Yeah, zeroing in on 5th place for total points in a single season. Here's Lively. It's rebounded by Memphis. Fox has got 13 rebounds in the game. Classy.
Yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Derek Lively. P.J. Washington comes in for Metu. DeMar DeRozan is checked in for Doherty. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Irving. Then for the Grizzlies, Trey Lyles comes in for Wennington. And it's Bain in for Tyler Hero. Morant passes to Fox. Now here's Bain. With a key Morant. And another basket for Memphis.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Washington against White. Washington passes to Manning. Back to Washington. Now DeRozan. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Fox has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your team.
We were just talking. P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that and his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Morant left side. An easy 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 11 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Coffey. DeRozan in the corner. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Morant is the point with Bain out of the wing. Fox is out there with Lyons, and it's Cousins in at the 3 spot. Lyons hits a screen for Morant.
Electrifying player in the league in John Morant. He explodes off the floor.
The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big and strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw.
Coffee. That one goes careening off the glass. Yep, that one goes. And we play through the first minute here in the second. Morant with it. Wide up there for Fox.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Mavericks trail by 9. Pass to Sharp. And Jerry gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Grizzlies making a switch here. Huntington's checked in. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's DeRozan. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
DeRozan loves the mid-range. That's his spot, and with good reason.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Knicks was phenomenal. He finished with 30 points, and he dominated the glass all night, ripping down 20 boards. The level he played at in that one was incredible. He always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, but a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Up top, Morant, defended by Man. Here's Fox, back to Morant. Cousins, no one around him, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and taken control on the glass.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Morant outside. And it's rebounded by Dallas. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. Morant, right side. The Grizzlies with another miss. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside DeRozan. Six to shoot. Double up DeRozan. Irving from long range. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Mavericks. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They're coming into this having matched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And that one was all about execution.
Hits it again. Wow. all-time points scored in a single season. He's now tied for 5th place. Irving for 3. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bain kicks to Fox. Memphis moving it around. Out to Morant. Here's Ryers. They get it again. Fox tries again. Pass to Wiles. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
Now Irving. 10 points for him. Lets it go from deep. And that buzzer beater's good.
And a huge three there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Grizzlies leading by just 2. We're back after this from American Airlines Center.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You know, for the Grizzlies, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
Moving on, the Mavs find themselves in a battle. Close matchup so far.
A few things for them to focus on: more presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
And maybe the guards need to crack back, get in there and help out.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Derek Lively is out there with Medu. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Irving. And it's Gordy in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Outside Irving. DeRozan is screen on Bridges. Irving misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Still close, but with their tough play on the board, they're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's DeRozan. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Let DeRozan get this close, and he will finish strong.
Morant passes to Hero. Fires the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Hero's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
To the inside. Lively, that's good. Lively's got 8 points.
Operating the pick and roll like a surgeon. What a sequence by Kyrie.
Morant surveying the D. Driving in and finished up by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that one.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to Medu. Back to DeRozan. Fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Fox is Memphis leading by 5. Lobbed up there for 4. Another one falls. Amazing.
This This is incredible. He's now in 5th place for points scored in a single season.
And he does it all the time in style. One of the most dynamic performers this league has ever witnessed. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. And Fox is right there. And it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Austin Medu. Wants to get it to Lively and go. Here's Medu. Jordy the pass to Irving. Grizzlies has a screen for Irving. That's the 3-5. Rebounded by Wellington.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. He's just trying to slow the game down, trying to get some easy ones.
Morant pushes the Fox. Banked in off the glass. Fox has got 6 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Doherty kicks to Irving. Shot to stop the run. It's good, and it's Doherty with the assist. Doherty's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Morant. He's got 15. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. And it's rebounded by Davis.
A shot that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those really every time.
Inside, here's Lively. It's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Memphis leading by 6. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Jordy, no lock.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. No opportunity.
There's Wellington. It's tipped.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pen.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's Fox with the rebound. Memphis leading by 10. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Andrews. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, the Hall of Fame. David, thank you. Dallas again missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's good. Fox has got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
And starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Irving. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Let's take a look at the numbers for John Morant.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Amir Coffey's checked in for Irving. Mann subbed in for Gardner. And Memphis also making a switch. Cousins is checked in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Baines checked in for Memphis. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
you know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Pass to Coffee. Here's Mann. Guarded by Morant. Mann passes to Lively. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Here's Fox. And here's Morant. There's the three. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Mann passes to Medu. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Mann. Still without a basket. A target from three-point range.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's Huntington. Fox. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. We got a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Memphis. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Dallas. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And for the Grizzlies, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
I like this throwback approach they're taking. Looking to score high percentage shots in the paint, and so far it's working.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Council's checked in. Morant with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Mavericks trail by 20. Here's Council. Washington with a screen on Bain. Pass to Coffee. Here's Mann. Guarded by Morant. And it's denied by Fox. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Grizzlies have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight. And he can't get the first one. No luck that time either. Dallas has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Up top, Fox. Here's the floater. Second shot opportunity. Misses from close range. Mavericks trail by 20. Washington passes to Lively. Pass to Coffee. Cousins against Washington. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A three-pointer, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Lobbed up there for Fox. An emphatic LU jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Morant passes to Fox, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And they're also top 5 in three-point shooting. Some being the scheme, but also this group's put in a lot of practice.
And their shooting percentage deserves another mention. You notice how well, Greg, they create those good looks in tight. They don't waste their time with low percentage shots. Mavericks making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Fox hits them both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Pass to Sharp. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Hits the three-point foul. Washington's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Morant. Got a hand on it, and he stays with it. Man with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little mean streak in him, too, which I like.
Here's Morant. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Morant's got 24 points.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Pass to Washington. Sharp with a screen on Wagner. He turns that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Washington's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Morant. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And we all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
I see him.
Washington against Wagner. Now, here's Washington. He's guarded closely. Pass to Sharp. And it's denied by Fox. He's checked in for Memphis. Wennington comes in for Lyles. Payne for 3. And it's Wade with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Payne out on the wing. Wennington is out there with Bridges, and it's Fox in at the center position.
On the wing. And one.
Bridges misses.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to man. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Sims is checked in, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Amir Coffey. Heroes checked in for Memphis. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Washington. To the middle. Here's Sharp. Good work defensively by Fox.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And it's Fox slamming it down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Irving finds Sharp. Here's Sims. And here is Washington. Nailed from three-point land. Washington's got 22.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Now Morant. And it's Bridges at the elbow. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Fox. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Doherty against Morant. Out to Bridges. A second chance effort. Fox. Bridges outside. Bridges gets the screen from Fox. And Mikal Bridges with the 3. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Pass to Irving. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant passes to Fox. Back to Morant. Fox with it. Fox with the jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Medu. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players. Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Fox is double. Morant finds Hero. Here's Fox, covered by Irving. 5 on the clock. Out to Morant. From deep three-point territory. The rebound by Medu. The Mavericks shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Here's the lob to the hoop. Pass to man. Takes a 3. That one's not going to go. Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the 4th. They get it back. Fox passes to Wennington. Fox kicks to Morant. Here's Wennington. Here's Fox. Hero from long range. Pulls in another board. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied.
The Mavericks shooting in the 4th quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Pass to Irving. And good route. And it's good on the layup.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
Now, here's Bridges. To the paint, here's Fox. Out to Morant. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Doherty the pass to Medu. Lively, no one around him. Sinks the three-pointer.
a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Who's got ball?
Morant against Doherty. Fox with the screen for Morant. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Morant's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Memphis. Morant against Doherty. Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. Down low. Medu passes to Doherty. The deep three from Irving. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Morant finds Fox. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Kicks it out to Hero. Fox is double. Morant with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hero. Fox a screen on Doherty. Here's Morant. Goes back up. Here's Huntington. It's good from long range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Man. He's covered by Hero. Man can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Dallas shooting 43% from the field. Morant with the steal. Fox against Lively. Fox kicks to Morant. Beyond the arc. Connects again.
Another 50-point game for this man. He's having an historic year.
Oh, and he's close to the fourth most 50-point games in a single season. Lively against Fox. Will it go? And it's Lively getting it to go. Lively's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less they wanted.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And talk about putting pressure on your opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series with 2 left to be played against Dallas.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Bridges against Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Where Irving takes advantage of any mistakes defenders make.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.